Hey people, Infantry 53, Estia Province, blue team. Cursecrab is an Apothecary, support hero that fights in melee combat by default, begins with a heal and a passive health regeneration aura. Oh, we got some Emperor's Children pre-heresy. They've been in the warp for 11,000 years now, very confused, don't worry fellas. The Emperor is sitting down and Mortarion now has wings, it's all fine. Alongside Vrohk with a Farseer support hero that fights in melee combat. Powerful buffs and some control abilities, this is the Oath way going on. ASDF alongside with a Force Commander, very good offense, fights in melee combat, can also tank, disrupt and support with buffs. Some good old blood ravens. Red team, Laurr, I'm gonna say. Laurr? Sure. With a Warboss, a melee hero that can walk through objects, very good offense, disruption and support from the front line. Alongside here, Zevargel is an Inquisitor, offensive hero with powerful control abilities, begins in melee combat but can get specialized ranged weapons. And rounding off the teams is Schneevogel with a Techmarine, starts off in ranged combat, can also support the structures and repair, even get into some melee. We've got some more Blood Ravens, which is odd. It's not like Blood Ravens to go mental and fight each other, is it? They're both on the east side, slugging it out. Meanwhile, mid, lots of pew pew, lots of las guns, a dead Inquisitor. Well, a downed Inquisitor. She's twitching over there. Sentinel trying to get a stomp. Oh, nicely split and dodged there by Vrohk. Gets some more shots in. Farseer busy trying to tie up the guardsman. Throws down Guide on these Dire Avengers here. Gives them 30% more damage and range, which is pretty damn powerful early on. Guardsmen all getting their sergeants and running away. Here we see some tactical marines. This is not a elite scheme or anything, I don't think. Cursecrab just got the badge and slapped it in there, I suppose. Warboss has the west side, got burners up on the sluggers. Apothecary just avoiding direct confrontation right now, up against the Warboss and double shooters and stuff. It's going to be tough. Does have shotguns up. Farseer is alongside. Warboss is going to get a nasty flank in though. Burners give these guys a couple of power weapons, so they are a big threat now to those tactical marines early on. Good shotgun blast. Apothecary getting stuck in. Decent special attack from the Warboss, and then a stomp right after it. Animation was a bit weird there. Farseer trying to poke him. I don't think she does a huge amount of damage with her default weapon, but it's something. Does have her spirit stones up already. Spiritual rights is pretty damn good. There's a special attack killing one of those shooter boys. Well played by the blue team. Could have been a really nasty flank, but they kept it together. Here's some support from the guardsman now. Inquisitor's back to her feet. It was a revive from the Techmarine, it looks like, who's shooting some Dire Avengers from behind now. He does some decent damage with that default bolt gun. Apothecary runs. Tactical Marine's now trying to tie this guy up in melee. Here comes the Farseer using her fleet of foot. Some serious speed going on there. Tactical Marines did drop a model. Tech Marines being knocked over though. These guys can use their Kraken bolts maybe to shoot the enemy Marines there. Nope. Just backing away a bit. We do have a sergeant on these fellas, giving them a grenade, and these guys are Devastators with that heavy bolter, and Devastators also from ASDF. Expect to see Assault Marines from one or maybe both of those fellas then. Techmarine doesn't really have a huge amount of synergy with Assault Marines, but there's still chunks of power armor jumping around. They can do some work for you. Decent grenade there on those Tactical Marines over the container. But they got up, as Tactical Marines do. Force Commander took a lot of unnecessary damage there, looks like. 418 to 494, sorry. Pain Boy up here for Laurr. Cursecrab with Devastators on the way. Vrohk with a Guardian weapon team carrying a Shuriken cannon in tier 1. And there's the assault squad for ASDF. Now Schnee can respond with Bionics or the Mastercrafted Bolter, or both of them. Can't get his axe or his shield until tier 2 though. Can't get any accessories in tier 1, I don't think. The Techmarine, which is a bit weird. Inquisitor special didn't knock anyone over for some reason. He's now going around the shot blocker to the Devastators. It should work out quite well. There we go. They have to run. Can she get a model? She starts with a plasma pistol, but a regular sword. Who brings just a regular sword? It looks like a power sword. Look at it. But I don't think it's power melee. The Lord Commissar's the same. He just brings a regular sword to a Warhammer 40k battlefield. Use your choppers on the sluggers, but they run away. We have the customized Stormbolter for the Apothecary. Shuriken doing its thing. These guardsmen could be in massive amounts of trouble. Yeah, just retreats them out. Devastator's now coming into play. Nothing there to flank them, but there's too much stuff for them to suppress. I don't think the Sentinel fancies trying to get in there for a stomp. And you see there, the full auto just shutting down that squad. You stop the model with the heavy bolter firing. You can just approach them. Sentinel tries to get a stomp and then goes down. That was a crazy risk there by Zevargel. Waited until the Devastator was off the field and then tried to stomp, which was crazy. Goes down. Rush of blood to the head. Certainly happens to me. You get all excited. I'm going to do something cool. And then it's not so cool. Here are the Assault Marines. 400 hit points of heavy infantry armor each. And they can jump on you and knock you over. It's not fun. It can be really real bullies in tier 1. Warboss gets away okay. Got multiple suppression teams now to deal with. No Storm Boys. Most likely going straight for a Weird Boy or something. Needs to tier up here. Zevargel is already in tier 2, but down to just double guardsmen. They're trying to help. Inquisitor is getting Excruciators, which I guess, I mean, there's an assault squad, but you'd expect to see that when there's a bunch of melee around. Here we go, though. She's tying up some Devastators. Can I also use it on the Farseer and Force Commander, I suppose, the old Excruciators. Assail is the ability. Immobilizes, suppresses, and damages over time. So it's pretty bad news. And the fact that it suppresses stuff means that you can use it on a ranged squad and they can't shoot back very well. So, quite a versatile ability actually. Just throw it on anything, it's pretty good. Then at Eastern Edge, these guys trying to take back the contested power, sorry. Not a lot of action on the actual victory point. It's been lots of action here. Blue team continue to push against this power. Red team pin them back a little bit, but they've had such good sustainability here because of Spirit Stones and the Apothecary, of course. Look at all this health regen going on. They really have to try and focus this guy down. I say it so often, but so often teams don't do it. Just shoot him. He's not that tough. He's at level 2. He's got barely over 600 hit points. Pain Boy gets in. Warboss gets in there. But Shooter Boys are forced to retreat. There's Hammer of the Witches. Gets it on the Devastator lead model. Stops them firing. Look how little damage the Apothecary's taken. Should be way more pressure on that guy, I think. 406 to 384. Pain Boy gets in. Helps get a kill there. Heal over time on himself with his Git Source. But it's a lot of damage for him to take there. Should be okay. Should be okay. Force Commander is going to flank some guardsmen. Has Artificer armor up. Just as they get their plasma guns, they get jumped. Been attacked from two sides. It's really bad. Here we see Assail going on. Oh, I thought you had to channel that ability. Did they change that? Maybe it lasts for a certain amount of time if you're not channeling it. Does it give me a duration here? No. Here's a Death Dread though. These things are fun. Look at it stomp around. Such awesome animations on Dawn of War 2. Big old swing with the buzzsaw. That's a mean looking weapon. Those pincers as well. Just snip a guardsman's head off or something. Weird Boy is also up now. Sub-Commander for Orks. Gives you some good control abilities and support. Got a really good basic attack as well. Fires very slowly. But it's like a plasma cannon, this thing. Look at that. Good damage to everything if you can hit something. Disruption too. What is this? You guys are still trying to get this node. There you go, fellas. We saw a drop pod come in. It looks like it was just a reinforcement one. Unless, oh, maybe it was... Yeah, it was schneevogel's drop pod. I thought it was ASDF's, who's got a dreadnought up. Fun times on the east side. Red team now retaking the VP. Massive amounts of pressure on this power for a long time. They're rebuilding it. And maybe with all that pressure, the blue team should have dipped into the mid a bit more. Gone after that VP. Here we see Vrohk switching sides. Helping out ASDF. And I'm going to get so confused because their armor schemes are identical. Need to keep my eye on the decorators and health bars and stuff. Got some Stern Guard veterans now for Schneevogel. First company tactical marines that can change their ammo type to combat all targets. They also have these awesome box magazines, although it doesn't change their firing pattern or anything. They don't reload less often, which would have been a cool touch. These guys are very excited about this retreat grenade. There we go. Decent attempt. Oh, there we go. Got 6 of them, I think. Falcon is up. We see Judgment on it. Inferno pistol. She spent a lot of resources on herself, this Inquisitor. Liber Heresius as well. Bunch of energy regen and energy to power all of her abilities. Got some stormtroopers, and looks like they have had to replace some guardsmen. Got some plasma gun fellas though. Oh, advanced healing going on. Armor of the Apothecarian. Don't often see it up this early, but went straight for it. Double Devastators as well in tier 2. Could ride this to tier 3, Cursecrab, quite easily, I think. Got a las cannon, got a heavy bolter with vengeance rounds, advanced targeting shenanigans. Might be tough to approach the Death Tread though, because you might get caught moving and trying to set up, and he can rush in there and smack you around a bit. Especially with the Warboss there to tie things up. Weird Boy is you can disrupt. Sluggers have died. I think I missed that. Is this them? There they are. There's a couple of them. Poor bastards. East side, the eternal Blood Raven battle over this power node rages on. Force One is now having a go at it. Got his Dreadnought assault cannoned up and being repaired. We got a plasma gun, tactical marine squad, Techmarine with Signum, but needs some anti-vehicle, eh? Oh, as a las cannon, it's in the garrison. Also has a stern guard, of course. They could put the vengeance rounds in and do some work. Shouldn't you be destroying this drop pod or something? Pretty sure it acts as a reinforcement point for schneevogel. 351 to 325, pretty even on the VPs then. Lots of dead guardsmen, holy crap. They're not too bothered though. They reinforce 3 at a time when they have their commissar and sergeant. Assault cannon doing its thing. Piercing damage, not ideal for taking out heavy infantry, but it does so much DPS that it kind of doesn't matter. It'll chew through it. Look at that. That assault barrage is amazing as well. Probably the best ability that a walker has, I think, that assault cannon barrage. I mean, the Wraith Lord being able to self-heal is pretty damn good as well. Power bashing are the blue team on the eastern side. West side is uncapped. Why are you not capping? Maybe the weird boy keeps knocking him over or something. He's off the field now. I don't know, kind of hanging out. They know what's there more than I do, I'm sure. They've tried to cap. Farseer goes down. Inferno pistol gets a shot there. And there's Judgment on the Falcon. Look at that. Not often you get to see it go off. I believe it does AoE damage around it as well. It says 300 AV damage at the center of the blast. I believe it does a little AoE. Maybe it even knocks down around it. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. And there's Judgment again on the Dreadnought. Inquisitor now backs off, trying to stay safe. Stormtroopers with an assault kit get jumped. Got some decent damage on those guys there. Falcon needs a little bit more repairs. Force Commander goes down, had marked target on him. Where's that las cannon? Is it gone? It be gone. Might have got caught in the garrison there. Dreadnought's taking a lot of damage. Did she judge it? No, I didn't see. Must have. It's lost a bunch of health. They're keeping the pressure up on this power. Vrohk, very determined to bash power so far on both sides. Farseer, where is she? Oh, she's there. She's still there. Look at this. Predator tank for schneevogel. Makes short work of the Falcon here, especially rear armor hits. Vrohk trying to get it away. Nope, didn't work out. Now maybe you can shoot down the tank, the Dreadnought, sorry. Oh, with las cannons especially. The Dreadnought should have got moving immediately. Maybe it just thought there was no chance. Trying to move now though. Trying to use the shock blockers and breaks the shock blockers. One more of those and the Dreadnought's done for. There we go. It lasted like 5 minutes maybe. A lot better than some Dreadnoughts do in team games. We have a Nob squad on the field for Laurr. ASDF now down to an Assault squad, getting their Thunder and Lightning, Melter Bomb and stuff, and Devastators, and that's it. Not even the Force Commander standing up. Farseer, I think, repurchased, or maybe it was Larriman's. No, it couldn't have been Larriman's, because ASDF was also down. And they have now repurchased. Larriman's, by the way, is a global ability of the Apothecary. A really good one, too. Revives all allied heroes back to their bases. That's a sail on the Assault squad. This Inquisitor is really dangerous. So often, I think it's just a great idea. Focus the heroes first. Especially if they're not super tanky guys. Just shoot them down, get them out of there. They make such a big difference in the engagements, especially mid to late game. Here's some Seer Council from Vrohk. Being all sneaky like off the webway. Might be able to get a nasty flank, although there's not a lot of anti-vehicle here, is there? Oh, spotted by the Scout Sergeant. Everything turns to engage. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff. There's marked target on the Seer Council, but they do get in. It's like a squad of Warlocks with merciless Witchblades. It's bad news. There's power melee weapons. They can jump on you. Look at them tearing apart those Stone Guard in seconds. And they have this passive range damage resistance aura. There was a heal there from the Spiritual Rites. Terminator's coming in though from schneevogel. No Venerable, hey. I thought maybe we'd see a Venerable because there's Seer Council around. But Terminator Stormbolts are pretty good too. And hey, they got Power Fists. These Scouts are just chilling out on the wreck point for a while. Neiman Russ of Zevargel holds steady, as does the Predator tank, which levels up to 2. Terminator's using their teleport to get some Power Fist hits over here. They can't retreat, these guys, so it is often quite risky to use your teleport offensively, especially in a team game where like a dozen plasma guns can be brought to bear on your Terminators and stuff. Kicking off on the western side, there's the advanced healing, but here comes a Nob squad, and good luck with that, with these shotguns and stuff. This could be bad. Could need some support. I mean, they have heavy bolter devastators, right? I think, yes, and they do have shotguns, but is it going to be enough with everything else? And they have replaced their sluggers, Laurr. Still have, no, the paint boy's gone. Still have the weird boy though, and the Nob squad are fully upgraded. Have their U-jammers, Meaner and Greener, and their Nob leader. The Nob leader alone has over 1,000 hit points. Those guys are nuts. The upgrade them is expensive as hell, but they really do become a super unit of sorts. 298 to 283. The VP's so close. Death Dread is going to go down. We've got Fire Dragons now for Vrohk. And of course, with Farseer support, just slapping Guide on them makes them pretty mental. Weird Boy, oh, throws out his Zap. That's going to jump to nearby targets, including friendlies if they're nearby. They try and split stuff off. You see Cursecrab running away his Apothecary here so it doesn't jump. And this guy does have that speed boost with armor of the Apothecary, and got into trouble though and has to flee. Sneaky Scouts gaining some sight. Terminator's inspiring on kill, and they can shoot down Dire Avengers pretty quickly. So that is stacking up. Really is stacking up. Oh, bad day for Vrohk. Eldritch? Where's the Eldritch? Oh, right there. Oh, bad day for schneevogel as well. Holy crap, that was really bad for him. Only got Terminators and a Predator tank now. That took out at least Stone Guard veterans. Were there more? I think there were more Marines there as well. But that wiped 2 squads of Marines. More Terminators coming in. These are ASDF. Topsy-turvy fight there. Started off with a rocket run against Vrohk, but they dropped a really good Eldritch. Nob squad using their frenzy, trying to get in. Shot up by plasma guns. These guys are heavy infantry, so plasma could do some work. But they make these guys flee, which is understandable. I mean, they say no fear, but maybe fear a Nob squad. Going after Terminators now, you see those rings of momentum building up. That's from their hammers. Gives them more damage per momentum. Pretty damn good. 8% more. I'm not sure how many times it stacks. 4 or 5 maybe? I believe there's a limit. Because they can't, they also don't attack that quickly. So old ones wear off. 226 to 283. It's a Baneblade from Zevargel. Many times we've seen these things used over aggressively and they go down. We'll see how Zevargel handles it. Does have double guardsman to repair, also a Lehman Russ, and almost took out some Terminators there. Cursecrab has a Land Raider Redeemer. Super unit for the Space Marines, there's Judgment on it. Allows it to retreat back to it, reinforce off it, health regen, all good stuff. Got some nasty close range weaponry, but it's no match for a Baneblade. Orbital. That's from Schneevogel, trying to get Vrohk back for that Eldritch, I think. It's going to be bad. That's going to be painful. I think a lot of them survived it. Good thing they were retreating in the beam there. A lot of it got away. There was only stuff there to shoot them while they were in the beams. Down goes the Apothecary really quickly. Knob Squad going in on the Land Raider. Frag Assault knocks them back, but might need some support. Last Cannon might get a shot or two on the tanks here. Boom, there's one. It's a level 3 Predator 2. Knob Squad turn their attention to some Devastators, which are having a bad time with the huge hammers. Down they go. Cursecrab all alone here. Some support now from ASDF. Not sure it's going to be enough though. Devastator's got too close. Melter Bomb on the Lehman Russ, but red team looking pretty strong here. Red team looking pretty strong. Land Raider did survive. I thought those guys were becoming Vanguard veterans, but they're just taking a knee. What is the Beyblade doing? Is it bashing power? What's going on here? It is. Okay. That is risky, especially up against Eldar with their Eldritch Storms and stuff. We already see what they can do. We got 2 gens. Force Commander. Did you really not get a weapon? You didn't. He's got his chainsaw. He likes his chainsaw. It's better than just a sword. Knob Squad. A new one. Bad news for the blue team. They can't deal with one Knob Squad, let alone 2 right now. Big old Demolisher Cannon. ASDF really needs to think about getting a Thunderhammer or something and helping over here. Vrohk could also get the Gravity Blade to help with the Knob Squad. There's things they can do, but you know, you only have a certain amount of resources to get stuff. Vrohk, maybe, I don't know, I'm not sure what they'd be saving for. A Fire Prism surely is not a great idea. There's a Lehman Russ, which would make very short work of it. Vrohk here with a big old flank, takes out some sluggers, but not a whole lot else. Used the time field there as well, as you saw. Armor of the Assyrian, 172 to 241 on the VPs. That's an orbital from ASDF, I assume, or a really bad orbital from Schneevogel. It was alright. Again, nothing to follow it up though. You don't want to put those kind of naked nukes down when there's nothing else to get on it. Kind of lacking fighting, you've got to set up your kicks. Heavy armor up for the Warboss. And they're just chasing into base now, it looks like. 150 to 241. Banebladed wrecking house. Land Raider needs repairs desperately, but Cursecrab doesn't have any scouts to do so. Knobs are in there with use your choppers. They are killing some. Is that Angels of Death? Down goes the Land Raider. Rocket run. Oh, does hit the Marines. Bad day for Cursecrab. Poor bastard, he was doing so well. Warp Spiders now for Vrohk. They've just really ran everything over here, the red team, and they've charged on through. Look at the Knob Squad trying to escape the Seer Council. I think they killed one. They did kill one. Was that an overextension? They got the Land Raider. I mean, that's a big, big win. But losing a Knob Squad is pretty bad. Here's another Leman Russ though from Zevargel. They need some serious anti-vehicle and they need some anti-knob, some disruption and stuff. Weird boy, maybe they can take this guy out? I think they are. Down goes the weird boy. Tons of stuff shooting this poor Eldar though. They need some support here. Baneblade is in an awkward position. Look at the damage from the fire dragons. When they can bring those guns to bear, buffed up by the Farseer, it's really painful. Bergatus from the Inquisitor. Farseer is shot down. She couldn't revive the Apothecary there. Oh, Lascannon getting shots. Look at that. Check out Leman Russ. Is it able to shoot this tank here? It is. Takes it out. Where's the global repair, schneevogel? And now getting shots on the Baneblade. This is like the best Lascannon ever. You guys need to use your vengeance rounds. Orbital goes in. Why are they not shooting a Lascannon? Lascannon takes out the Baneblade. This was the biggest value Lascannon ever. How is it level 1? Didn't it take out a Leman Russ, a Predator, and the Baneblade? That was amazing. Another Orbital. Laurr, speaking of lag, maybe. Oh, the Warboss is down in base. That's bad. Got a webway back here. Another Baneblade on the way for Zevargel. Had a lot of fun with the other one, I suppose. More fire dragons for Vrohk. Seems like a pretty damn good idea. Played really well so far, Vrohk. Where's the Farseer? She's still down there. Where is your Larimer's Blessing, Cursecrab? Oh, he's got no red. There's no red. I think he used it on the Angels of Death. Back at base there. That must suck. Here are the fire dragons. And that's a haywire grenade as well from the warp spiders. Yeah, that's pretty effective. Pretty damn effective. But here comes a knob squad. You might need to just run, guys. Yeah, just run. Are they going to escape? I think so. Knob squad with frenzy up. Can't reach them. There's an orbital again. How many orbitals have there been? More tanks for schneevogel. Look at the red team though. They've kind of run out of steam in terms of their rosters. Not sure if the blue team can turn it around. 2-1 against them. Force corner down here trying to get a cap. Predator tank here is relatively healthy. Getting some repairs from friendly guardsmen. Techmarine not even bothering to repair his own tank. It's got a plasma gun though. Here's that second Baneblade. Even more guns. Must be a very important Inquisitor. Just snaps her fingers and gets another Baneblade delivered. Okay, so Cursecrab is up. Can now revive the Farseer with just a heal if they have to. There's your jump. Getting stuck in. Melter bomb on the Leman Russ, which is very far forward here. Look at this. I mean, they've seen the damage that the Fire Dragons and Haywire combo can do. Still moving their Leman Russ very far up. The Farseer is down though, which means no guide. Where are they? Oh, they're still healing. There's another webway here. Look at this. Dire Avengers are on the VP. I feel like Vrohk is kind of keeping his team in the game here. Flash kits up for Laurr. All they have now is a Knob Squad and flash kits. And the Warboss, of course, is pissed off. Boss Pole, Heavy Armor, and Bang Bang Hammer. 64 to 207. Apothecary almost level 5. What did he get knocked over by? That was weird. I don't know what knocked him over there. Might have been domino knockback from something else. Baneblade going so far forward. 64 to 196. This is a massive risk from the red team. They don't need to do this. Sit on the west side. Send some stuff to the natural VP now and then. At the moment, it's a 2v1 against them. Because of these sneaky Eldar fellas. They could get some nasty action done here using their webways. These assault squad fellas might die though. Are you going to get your shot, fella? You got your shot, but they lived. Vengeance rounds from close range doing some work. Almost finished them off. But I think you need to run away, fellas. Oh, they didn't make it. That was the mega battle cannon of the Baneblade getting a shot there. 64. 173. Blue team are not out of it, though. I mean, Cursecrab has had his base rushed twice now, but they're still in this. Demolish your cannon. Boom. They're going to finish this Leman Russ off, though, I think. There it goes. Fire Dragons now desperately trying to get away. Looks like they're going to. Oh, maybe not. That fella didn't. 2-1 cap now. Judgment is down on the Devastators, or up, whatever. Another Leman Russ on the way for Zevargel. Oh, the Baneblade also went down. They pushed so far up every single time. I don't think that was needed, guys. They were overconfident. Blue team can really get back into this now. ASDF is down to Assault Squad level 3 though, and Terminators. Force Commander's also back to his feet and now got himself a Power Fist. Not sure. Looks like he's heading to the west side. See a Council trying to put pressure on the VP. And I don't think they have anything. Yeah, they have nothing that can see these webways, the red team. Not a thing. What is this? Oh, Tarantula turret facing the wrong direction. Is that to stop flanks from the webway? That is a very strange thing. Just destroyed a webway. Maybe they couldn't find it. Or did they really just put this the wrong way? Either way, very odd. Las Cannon gets a shot in. Level 3 Las Cannon over here. Still has armor of the Apothecarian. And there's that advanced healing. So good. They're pushing against the tanks now. Force Commander could maybe get the teleporter and do some work here with his Power Fist. There's a 2-1 for the Blues. They are in the driving seat for sure. Where are the... Oh, there they are. Fire Dragons are getting bombed. I think the red team are starting to realise how dangerous Vrohk's army is when he disappears out of nowhere with Fire Dragons and stuff. Warboss gets away. Here comes a Nob Squad. You always have a chance when you have a Nob Squad. Level 2 as well. Found some Terminators. Can they teleport out? I don't see them teleporting. These are ASDFs. They may not realise. There we go. There's the teleport away to drop 2 models though. Oh, 1 model. I think they only had 2. Trying to pour the damage on when they could, Cursecrab. Played well so far. There's a 2-1 cap. The Farseer. Her sword looks very fancy, but it's just a regular sword. I thought she had the gravity blade or something. Seems to be glowing more than often. I'm not sure what's going on. Seeing things. Inquisitor level 9. Zevargel certainly has made a massive impact. He's just been a little bit too over eager with his vehicles now and then. Here's another Leman Russ though, and there's another one on the way. Red team are certainly not out of it. They just keep churning out tanks. And now a Nob Squad is capping. There's another tank, a looted tank. A looted tank, 2 Predators, and soon to be 2 Leman Russes. And there's a 2-1. It's going to be incredibly close. Zevargel again going insanely far forward with their tank. Right into the jaws of the Eldar ambush. And here's the Force Commander now. Getting the teleporter. Has the Power Fist. Is the Leman Russ going to get away here? I'm not sure if he has enough energy to teleport and use the flesh over steel. Oh, he does. Where is it? Hasn't used it. Maybe he thinks they have enough and wants to save it. Well, down it goes. They were right. Another crazy push there from Zevargel. Leman Russ drivers have death pushes, all of them. That's like the 6th Leman Russ or something crazy. 36 VPs left only for the blue team. They need to get in on the VPs. No duh. Assault Squad are getting... You're getting the power at this point in the game, ASDF. I commend your dedication to that power node. There's flesh over steel. Nothing to follow it up though. They got a decap. Some brave Marines got in there and got a decap. Hit some suppression, but they used Frenzy to break it. Back up to 2 Nob Squads, and there is the Gravity Blade. Look at that for disruption. I'm pretty sure they take full damage when they're in the air as well. I'm not sure if that's true. Pretty amazing. And the Devastator's doing their job. Frenzy's been used. It's got a 60-second cooldown. All it took was that levitation field. These guys still get in there though. There we go, now they're being suppressed a bit and they are forced to leave. Seer Council there, ready to fight them. Ready to fight them to the end. Capping, says Cursecrab. I think he's going through it with his Marines with their faster capping rate. Farseer is almost down. Level 10 does go down. Hell Fury dropped in, but these guys are probably just going to tank it. Oh, I don't think you can, fella. Down you go. Might need to replace those Devastators. 21 to 52. They get the VP. 2-to-1 cap hit. Another webway goes up. Is that the same one? Maybe it's the same one. Seer Council fleet up to level 4. 3,800 hit points. Assault Squad fighting to the end. Killing a Commissar there. Now trying to tie up the Terminator Squad because they have their assault cannons. It's bad news for Eldar especially. Gonna rip through all their light infantry pretty easily. Another Lehman Russ for Zevargel. Now some stick bombers for Laurr. What do they have on this one? It's not upgraded. Force one level 4, trying to chase it. Trying to get on it with flesh over steel. Might need to teleport, fella. Uh-oh. Yeah, need to run away. Zevargel kept it moving. Nob Squad getting a decap. Oh, look at this though. Assault Terminators for ASDF. Finally brings his finest in. Maybe you see them with lightning claws to wreck the Nob Squad. But there's a lot of vehicles, so Thunderhammer's also very good here. Tactical Marine trying to cap. Las Cannon getting shots. It's a level 2 Las Cannon. I guess the one I had before went down. Oh, there's the game. There is the game. I wasn't paying attention. Look at this. Who was this? It was Zevargel with some sneaky stormtroopers, I think. Got a cap on this VP when I wasn't even paying attention. Poor blue team. They held on. And they fought back. But red team got it done. They churned out these tanks. Killed so much stuff. And were able somehow to keep the pressure up and get the caps when they needed to. What an awesome game. Let's look at these heroes. Level 6 Apothecary. Had a level 10 Farseer. Vrohk was MVP for me. Force one at level 4. Had a level 4 Warboss. Did he? Yeah, still had the bang bang hammer. Inquisitor level 10. Interesting performance, let's say, from Zevargel. Was super effective at a lot of things, but lost so many vehicles. And schneevogel with a level 9 Techmarine. There you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.